Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services specializing in mobile crane service, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, and Silla College. The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Collins Insurance. Howard's Marathon of Winnemac. And 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix is next.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here are the voices of K99.3, Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays begin their 2023 sectional against the Wheeler Bearcats. This is Indiana High School basketball. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you have done for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Thank you to our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, who is back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. With us tonight as our sports analyst, we are honored to have two-time Indiana High School basketball state champ, Terry Minix. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. And we welcome you to the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, 46366. This is the IHSAA's 2023 Boys Sectional 34 quarterfinals, as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com and LVH1 Broadcasting. As we get ready for our 37th basketball broadcast of the season, we have seen the boys program of North Judson-San Pierre a few times. They've had quite the season this year and are one of the favorites in this sectional, but we'll get to that in a moment. We have, however, not seen the Bearcats of Wheeler. We look at the Bearcats and see head coach Byron Falstich is in his first season in charge. The Bearcats have suffered a lot this season, winning only 3 games all year. They haven't seen a win since January 14th. The Bearcats come into sectional play tonight at 3-19 on the year. Leading the way for the Bearcats in the scoring department is Jalen Lewis, averaging 12 points a game. Drake Simitovich leads the team in rebounds, grabbing 7.9 per game off the glass. Leading the team in assists is Austin Goodrich. He's averaging 2.3 dimes per game. He also leads the team in steals, averaging 1.3 per game as well. We bring in our sports analyst this evening who needs no introduction. Terry, how are you this evening?
Doing great. Ready for sectional time.
Oh, man, me too. Your opinion on I know we don't know much on the Wheeler Bearcats, but your opinion on them, on their 2022-2023 season coming in.
Well, obviously they're kind of starving for some wins right now. And, anytime you get a new coach, it takes a little bit of time. And, like I say, we have not seen them. I know they have played, Knox. Knox took care of them pretty well. And really, that's the only thing I really know about them. But, they were struggling for some wins. But, in tournament time, it's still everybody's 0-0, and you just never know when you start looking past somebody.
Well, it's been since January 21st since we last saw the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. That was the night they were able to even the season series with their cross-county rival. Coach just mentioned him, the Knox Redskins, 52-37. They were coming off a tough loss to Rensselaer Central a couple of nights before. Coach Cheesem told us in that Saturday Sports Line, I quote, "I was embarrassed." Cheesem had his Blue Jays at 10-3 on the year at that point. He said he wasn't happy, though, with his team's performance during that 2-week stint. He mentioned while they had experienced good wins, they just weren't playing up to his expectations, and we all know Kit Cheesem's expectations are very high. The Blue Jays answered Coach Cheesem's call that night, beating the Redskins, then went on a tear, winning the last 10 games of the season. 2 of those wins came over 4A schools Gary West and Kankakee Valley. The Blue Jays also went undefeated in conference play, becoming the 2023 Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. It's safe to say the Bearcats will have their hands full tonight, Terry. The Blue Jays come into tonight's contest at 20-3 on the year. Leading the way for the Blue Jays in the scoring department is Kelson Jordan, averaging 14.9 points per game. Right behind him is Ty Schumacher, averaging 13, and then Quinn Bales averages 9.6, and Cheyenne Allen averages 9.4. Hey, these Blue Jays can put up the points. Leading the team in rebounding is the big man, Kelson Jordan. He has 105 total rebounds on the year, just shy of averaging 5 per game. Quinn Bales is the team's assist leader so far, averaging just over 3 dimes per game. Terry, your opinion on these Blue Jays?
Well, let me tell you, they're just a fun team to watch. And, for the opposing team having to figure out a game plan against them, it's just got to be, most coaches would have a hairline like mine. They'd be pulling their hair out. It's just one of them things that they've got an inside game, they've got an outside game, they've got, a big guy that can go outside, he can go inside. They've got Schumacher who can shoot the ball outside. They're a fun team, and for anybody in this sectional, they're going to be a tough out to get these Blue Jays out.
Well, I'm glad you bring up Kelson Jordan on the inside. I was talking before our pregame interview with head coach Cheesem of the Blue Jays, and he mentioned, Drake Simitovich of the Wheeler Bearcats, he's listed at 6'7" as well. From what Coach Cheesem said, he's pushing 285. So that's going to be a battle on the inside for Kelson Jordan. But Kent Cheesem said that in his belief that Kelson Jordan may just have that range that Simitovich might not have.
Yeah, that's one of them, we talk about all the time. When you have a guy 6'7", like him with your back to the basket. But when they have somebody that's 6'7" and 280 pounds, you want to pull him away from the basket.
Yeah.
So having a guy like Kelson that can shoot the ball from half court if he needs to, that's a great weapon.
Well, you mentioned Kelson Jordan. I was looking at his stats earlier this afternoon. His three-point field goal percentage this year, Coach, coming into tonight's contest is 37.4%. 6'7".
6'7".
That's pretty darn good from behind the arc.
That's very good, and like I say, it's just a tough matchup for anybody, like I say, let alone a guy that's 6'7" and 285 that you're going to pull away from the basket.
Here's another stat for you. He might be the tallest on the team for the Blue Jays. He shot the most three-point attempts. He's attempted 131, making 49 of them. So he is not only their team's leading three-point shooter, but he'll shoot them no matter what it looks like.
They've got more than him that's able to shoot them through.
Oh,
Schumacher,
I know.
Obviously, I think he got over 1,000 points, and the kid can shoot the ball. He's got long range too. So I think it's going to be a fun night to watch these Blue Jays, and they can get a good taste of tournament time here tonight and get things rolling.
Well, I think it's about setting the tone.
Exactly.
It's coming out that first game. Like we've talked about before, records are out the window tonight. It's about setting the tone and getting things rolling in the right direction if you're a Blue Jay.
Well, like you say, do what you do, and don't look past anything. Don't look past one play. Don't look past one quarter. Don't look past an opponent that's only won 3 games, because they can come in hungry, and weirder things have happened.
Oh, believe me, I know, Coach. We appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the Marian University's Ancilla College Coaches Corner is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Kent Cheesem. Here we are, first game of sectionals. What do you know about the Wheeler Bearcats, and what do you hope to do on the court?
Well, they're kind of young, but they have some size, and they've got a really nice guard in Jalen Lewis, who kind of leads them. He's a senior. And then the Samotovich kid inside is like 6'8", 295. So that's a pretty good place to start. You've got a good perimeter player and a good inside player. Talk about some things on the floor that you want to see from your Blue Jays. Well, we need to really pressure the ball tonight. We want to have constant pressure on the ball and try to speed them up a little bit. We don't want to play the game in the 40s. And then, we need to keep them off the glass. With a big kid like that hits the offensive glass really hard, we don't want to give them second and third opportunities. What's been the message the last few days to set the tone to start the sectionals off right? Well, we're just trying to keep getting better every day, whether it's practice or game, and keep trending in the right direction. And our guys have done that. They've been locked in, and this is the time of year you got to play your best, and you're going to get everybody's best shot. So we just need to make sure they get ours. Message to Blue Jay Nation. Just come out and be loud tonight and have some fun. Coach, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla. Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Now it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School boys sectional basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jay, Coach?
Well, the big thing is do what you've done all year long, and the other thing is don't look past anybody and get off to a good start.
All right, now flip sides. You are the head coach of the Wheeler Bearcats. What are your keys in trying to stop this lethal Blue Jay attack?
Well, two big things. In first of all, take care of the basketball. And I think the other thing is you want to have your pace of the game. I think Coach Cheesman talked about that. But I really think they want to keep the game down in the 40s or low 50s in order to have a chance at winning this game. So I think that's, their biggest concern is when these guys start banging him from the outside and he gets to 70 and 80, and they probably can't hang with that.
All right, that's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. Time to sit back, grab a Coke, and chill as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our starting lineup is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hey folks, Auto Park Ford of LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible healthcare experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now it's time for the starting lineups.
For the Bearcats of Wheeler, starting at point guard is Braden Wright. At the 2 guard is Jalen Lewis. Starting at small forward is Austin Goodrich. At the 4 is Merrick Barton, and at the 5 is Drake Simitovich. For the Blue Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, at point guard is Connor Benson. At the 2 is Ty Schumacher. Starting at small forward is Quinn Bales. At the 4 is Cheyenne Allen. At the 5 is Kelson Jordan. That is our starting lineup for tonight as we will be back to get set for tip-off. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. In that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM. the Valley.
From the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, it's the 2023 IHSAA Sectional 34 quarterfinal game between the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and the Wheeler Bearcats. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. We also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be here too. As a matter of fact, you can catch even more boys basketball sectional action between the John Glenn Falcons and the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings right now on Max 98.3 FM and online at max983.net. Hey, we invite you to flip back and forth as KVB always has you covered for local high school sports in this area of Indiana. We also invite you to not hesitate and follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, one thing, Coach, I wanted to talk about we haven't really covered throughout this whole season is clutch moments, getting into the final few seconds of a game when it's a tight situation. I just kind of want to pick your brain on how you prepare kids in practice for maybe getting that last second shot off. What is it about picking a clutch player, and what is it about a clutch player that provides that?
Well, a lot of times you take your seniors, you have the senior leaders, and you do go over situations. You know, you put on the clock, you'll put 6 seconds or you'll put 10 seconds. So you run different plays. Plays from underneath the basket, plays from a sideline inbounds, plays coming full court. You probably saw it, everybody saw the other day, I think Iowa beat Indiana women on it's like 3.1 seconds left, and the Clark girl come off a couple screens, which everybody, I think, that was watching TV and everybody that was at the game knew where the ball was going, and she was still able to get the three off and beat them. But it was a play. She even said they run that play every day in practice, and that's the stuff that you're going to do. A lot of, it's not just about running your regular offense. You got to get to the point where you're running, with different situations. Running where you got your big guy outside. You're running where you're just using a stalker or somebody that you think they think is going to get the ball, and let that, act like it's going to them, and have somebody coming off another screen, or like a pass like the Homer Drew up for Bryce Drew, where it's thrown to one and he tips it while he's in the air and type things. And, you think that was just luck. That's not luck. That's something, like I say, they practice every day.
Well, talk about attributes. What is it as a coach that you have to look for in your players to decide this is where I want the ball to be in these tight situations? What attribute do you look for?
Well, as a coach, like I say, the big thing is you're going to have someone that has confidence. You got to find that, and usually that's a senior that understands the game, been around, understand what the coach wants. Now, not to say it cannot be a freshman, sophomore, or junior, but that's what the coach is going to find, somebody that, is not scared of the moment. Because a lot of times when you get down there and, it's the senior year and you're down by 2 and the coach comes off and looks at you and says, hey, we're going to have you take the shot. And most guys, you can tell as a coach, if he says, yeah, I got this, coach, that's who you really want.
Right.
There's times where, I remember back in high school, actually on this gym, we had the same thing where we had a situation where we were down and one guy really didn't want the ball, and the coach figured it out and went to the other guy, and he just looked at it and said, I got it.
Wow.
And, that just shows the confidence, first of all, the coach has, second of all, the player has. And, at the end of the day, we're not it's not life or death, but it's one of them things where you still want to see that confidence in them kids.
Well, it brings up the point that I remember Kent Cheesem talking on the Saturday Sports Line a couple of weeks ago was he said if there was ever a man on this team, on this Blue Jay team this year that he would want to be in a foxhole with, it'd be Cheyenne Allen. And I found that it's just something about players, they have an attribute where coaches say, this is where either we make it or miss it. We're going to die with this person taking the shot.
Well, and Cheyenne Allen, he's not just a one-sport athlete, obviously. He's one of them guys that he's been there, done that, and he's not afraid of the big moment. And, that's when Coach Cheesem says that, he knows that. He's seen him do it, in the football field, and obviously he's seen him the last few years on the basketball court. And it's all about gaining confidence in that player. And, I got to say, obviously he had one to be in the foxhole, but, man, he's got a lot of players out there. It wouldn't be too hard to put any of them in that foxhole with me because they're really, really good.
Oh, man. Well, and then another thing I wanted to ask you about in your years of preparation, how important is getting off to a good start in the first game of sectionals, no matter who you're facing?
No matter who you're facing, you do. It's just you want to get off to a great start because that just gives you the confidence. Even, you're favored, obviously North Judson's favored to win this, but you still got to go out there, understanding whether you're beating your chest or whatever and saying, we know why we're favored. We're favored because we're going to blow everybody out. Right. And that's the attitude you got to have. And it's not a cocky attitude. It's an attitude of confidence and just saying we're going to get the job done.
Man, that was a great segment. I appreciate you letting me pick your brain on that, Coach. That was good. I like that.
Well, there ain't much brain there to pick, but, yeah, you did her.
Well, we also want to let our listeners know we appreciate LVH1 Broadcasting from LaVille High School. They are letting us play with the toys this evening, Terry. They're going to set us up with all the cameras, and we're going to get a replay screen. So for our listeners who may be online watching at LVH1 Broadcasting, hello. We appreciate you joining us, as we sure do appreciate the students over here under the direction of Mr. Matthew Florian. I know he doesn't like to take the shine, but a lot of other help he has, assistance, and all the school. I mean, just it's so awesome to see the kids just be able to do this type of broadcast. I mean, I think I told you last time, Terry, this is exactly what we did in college. So they're getting a college education in high school in broadcasting. I find that awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids are, they're junior high, and some of them I think were like sixth grade.
Yeah, there was a sixth grader that
was doing it, and I mean they do such an amazing job. I mean, it's very professionally done, and it makes us feel like
we're pros.
We're like ESPN sitting up here. I kind of look like Dickie V, but
I know, right? With that IU hat on, yeah.
Hey, there we go.
We are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the Nest is Nathan Radke. The clock operator is Dave Altman. The scorekeeper is Nick Radke. Our officials for this evening are Vance Carlin, Thomas Mills, and Daniel Escalante. I turn things over to our public address announcer this evening in the Nest, Nathan Radke.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America to playing our national anthem.
Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central. Then in the afternoon, join Lenny Dessauer from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Catch local news as well for our area with with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who provides us news on WKVI and WYMR. Catch our stories every day on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. We'll go through our starting lineups one more time. For the Bearcats of Wheeler, starting at point guard is Braden Wright. At the 2 guard will be Jalen Lewis, who I mentioned earlier is their leading. He leads the team in points per game at 12. And starting at the 3 at the small forward is Austin Goodrich. At the 4 is Merrick Barton. And at the 5 is the big man, Drake Simitovich, standing at 6'7", and Coach Cheesem told us in the pregame there, you heard it, 295 pounds. I shortchanged him there, Coach. I said 280. That's 15 pounds light for him.
Tell you what, he looks like a big man out there.
He is man. That is a man out there. So we look at the Blue Jays. For the Blue Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, at point guard is Connor Benson. At the 2 is Ty Schumacher. Starting at small forward is Quinn Bales. And at the 3 is Quinn Bales. And at the power forward position is Cheyenne Allen. And at the 5 is Kelson Jordan. That's our starting lineups tonight, Coach. Time to put up or shut up, I guess, now.
Yeah, like I say, it's tournament time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the Blue Jay fans have come out of here in force. This place is filling up. I know there's supposed to be 4 teams here tonight, but it sure looks like a lot of Blue Jays are here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And they know that they're the favorite, just like you said. They know that what they have here at North Judson-San Pierre, but that doesn't mean they're cocky by any means. They're coming in here to take care of business, and as a fan base, it looks like they've got the support behind them as they've doused the lights, as we've talked before, and they've got flashlights in the corners, and they're waving the flashlights around. I mean, it's really so awesome how they do it. I'd say between here and Knox, they really, here in Stark County, we've got great introductions.
Everybody loves tournament time, but everybody just loves basketball in our little community, and everybody has high expectations for all our teams.
Oh, absolutely. And boy, we had a great broadcast last Friday in Knox, of course, for their senior night and their Hall of Fame night. And I mean, what a great game, a great evening, full of festivities. Congratulations to the Knox seniors and, of course, the newly inducted Hall of Fame members, as well as our very own Harold Welter, who was awarded the Sagamore of the Wabash Award, which is the highest honor Indiana's governor can bestow upon somebody. So quite an honor, Coach.
Very well deserved, and a long time coming.
So we'll stand by and see what happens as we're getting ready for the start of the game here. They're going through the starting lineups for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. We remind you tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being our sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award, given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, right here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Myself, along with good friend Chris McGowan. I actually talked to Chris a little bit ago, and we're hoping he may, in fact, join us this coming Friday in the broadcast as the South Central Satellites are awaiting the winner of this game. They are awaiting the winner of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and the Wheeler Bearcats. So we are here as two-time Indiana High School basketball state champ Terry Minix is with us as our sports analyst tonight. I am Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Sectional 34 boys basketball action from North Judson, Indiana. Kelson Jordan and Simitovich in the middle. The ball is up and away, and Ty Schumacher is going to control this one for the Blue Jays. We are underway here. This is Connor Benson, top of the key at the volleyball line. He kicks it over to Cheyenne Allen, back to Benson, who then finds Ty Schumacher inside to Kelson Jordan. Now back out to Schumacher, shoots a left elbow shot from 18, and he swished it, Coach.
Yeah, it's a great inside-out game right there.
Full court press from the Blue Jays is on. The Bearcats trying to beat the press now, passing it back and forth here. This is number 3 at the top of the key, Braden Reif. Reif finds it over to number 31. This is Merrick Barton. Back up to Reif, top of the key. He's at the volleyball line. Now he kicks it over to number 5. That's Austin Goodrich. Goodrich now looking inside to number 23. That's Jalen Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Almost lost it. Now he's double-teamed in the corner. Tried to get it back up top, and it's going to be saved as Braden Reif finds it inside. This is Merrick Barton, who then gets it to Simitovich. Puts the shot up, no good, and it's blocked by Kelson Jordan. And then we've got a jump ball call.
Jump ball. The good thing about for the Bearcats, they were very patient. A lot of that was because of the pressure was being put on, but they did a nice job of being patient, and they just need to be able to finish.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Looks like it got swatted down. That was by Quinn Bales. So the Bearcats get a second chance here. They get it to the corner. This is Braden Reif, back up to Lewis. Dribbling between his legs. Oh, no, it's going to be stolen. Picked up by Connor Benson. Now he hits the deck. Finds Cheyenne Allen. And the ball goes rolling out of bounds, and it will be Bearcat ball, last touch by the Blue Jays.
You know, I'm going to say we got one of the best officials in the state. Daniel Escalante is one of the better officials in the state doing it. He's the number one here. He's really, really good.
So, quite a resume there. Be the best ref in the state.
I didn't say the best. One of the best.
One of the best. Well, coming from you, that means a lot, Coach.
He's good. He's been around a while, and I think he does a great job of controlling the game, and he knows the game, and he's always in position.
Well, that's the type of game you want refed or officiated. As here are the Bearcats getting it in bounds. This is Braden Reif with the ball, the junior. He's got Connor Benson all over him. Man-to-man defense from the Blue Jays. Back up top, this is number 5, Austin Goodrich, who then finds Lewis. This is number 23. Oh, back up top. I didn't catch who shot that, Coach. Lewis hit the shot. Number 23, Jalen Lewis, and he gets the 2-point conversion. Is on the other end of the floor. Ty Schumacher tried to get it into Kelson Jordan, and it just goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Jays. A turnover early here as it's 2-2. We are tied with 6:17 to go here in the first quarter, as this is Jalen Lewis with the ball. Full court press still on from the Blue Jays. Ty Schumacher on him. Lewis crosses the timeline, and here comes the double team. Quinn Bales comes to help. Lewis gets rid of it. Stolen by Cheyenne Allen, and then stolen back by number 31. That's Merrick Barton, and the Bearcats come up with it. So Braden Reif will bring it across the timeline as he's got Connor Benson on him. Driving inside, almost lost it, and then a reach-in foul called. We'll see who it's on here.
I think it's on Cheyenne.
Yep. So that's Cheyenne Allen's first foul of the night. This is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Wheeler Bearcats. Austin Goodrich slaps the ball, gets it out to the corner to Simitovich. Drake Simitovich finds Braden Reif up at the top of the key. Reif back up. This is Austin Goodrich now. Quinn Bales on him, picks up his dribble. Back over to Merrick Barton. Barton back over to Goodrich, who then finds Reif in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded, though, number 31, Merrick Barton, and he gets his put back to go. So the Bearcats lead now 4-2 as Connor Benson's going to bring it across the timeline and find Quinn Bales, who then gets it over to Cheyenne Allen. Back up top, Ty Schumacher off a screen. Splash! Big time 3. Ty Schumacher knocks her down. 5-4, the Blue Jays go back up. Jalen Lewis.
They have so many weapons.
Oh, I know. Lewis back over to Reif, who crosses the timeline, as that's what the Blue Jays can do to you really quickly. As Reif gets inside, puts up the layup. No shot, though. It's going to be on the floor. So Connor Benson. Man. So he's called for a foul. As this is another out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Wheeler Bearcats. Slaps the ball, gets it out to the corner. This is Merrick Barton. Driving inside, puts up a shot, no good from 5. Rebounded Quinn Bales. Here he comes to bring it across the timeline. Over to Schumacher, back to Bales. Thought about a 3, no. Back to Schumacher, who then gets Kelson Jordan, top of the key. Inside to Cheyenne Allen, makes a move on Drake Simitovich, right around him. And Cheyenne Allen makes it look easy here as it's 7-4.
He was the big one going against Simitovich.
Yes, he was. I don't think Simitovich knew he could move that quick. And they're going to be, it looks like head coach Brian Falstich is going to call a timeout here for the Bearcats and talk things over as the Blue Jays are up 7-4 here with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call my best friend Joe Isnepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Hey, today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Coach, your thoughts?
Well, I think that was a really good timeout by Coach Falstich because really Wheeler's done a nice job of being patient. They don't want it to get too crazy, get away from them here. They're down 3. Now they want to do the same thing. It's, be patient here and be able to handle the ball against that run and jump and 2-man jump they're doing.
So the Bearcats out of the timeout are on their end of the floor. They find it over to number 5 for 3. That was Austin Goodrich in the corner right in front of the Blue Jays bench. No good. Rebounded by Simatovic. He gets it back up to Goodrich, who shoots a 15-footer in the corner, and he couldn't get that one to go, and Ty Schumacher comes up with it. Ty kicks it forward to Cheyenne Allen, who then finds Eric Materna. Nice play down low. Eric Materna just checked in, and he scores quickly. Full court press still on from the Blue Jays. This is Jalen Lewis, who then kicks it back over to Braden Reif. Reif into the corner to Goodrich, back up to Lewis. Jalen driving inside, puts up a floater from 8 feet, no good. Fight for the rebounds on, and it's going to be last touched by a Blue Jay as it rolls out of bounds. Boy, the Bearcats, they're putting up some fight tonight.
They're scrappy. They're, it's one of them that they don't want to end their season, even though they've only got a few wins on the year.
So another out-of-bounds play for the Wheeler Bearcats underneath their own basket. They tried to get it into Jalen Lewis, and he lost it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Blue Jay ball.
I find it interesting that Cheyenne Allen is the one guarding Simatovic, and Simatovic is, for the most part, guarding Cheyenne Allen.
I didn't even notice that. Ty Schumacher, top of the key, 3 on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound. Guess who? Eric Materna puts it back. No good. And rebound of Braden Reif. Eric Materna gets in there and wreaks havoc for the Blue Jays as he does all the dirty work. As here is Braden Reif to bring it across the timeline. Reif crosses over, kicks it over to Goodrich. Austin Goodrich with the ball, finds over to Reif, and then Simatovic in the far corner. Back up to Reif. Materna on him. Now he kicks it over to 31, Merrick Barton. Barton picks up his dribble, back up to Simatovic, top of the key. Now over to Lewis. Jalen Lewis with the ball. He's at the free throw line. Backs up to the three-point line. Now he's driving inside on Ty Schumacher. Picks his dribble up. Back over to Braden. This is Goodrich. Shoots it from the free throw line. No good. Second chance opportunity for the Bearcats as they get the offensive rebound. And Brandon Reif put up a 3 and no good. Rebounded Quinn Bales. Here come the Blue Jays on a fast break. Stolen by the Bearcats, and they steal it back. Wow. So Braden Reif now to bring it across the timeline. 9-4. As the Blue Jays lead by 5 here. This is Jalen Lewis. Fakes, drives baseline, and he stepped right on the line. Another turnover for the Bearcats as we'll see Simatovic check out, and number 21, Tyne Vetical, checks in.
Well, they lost a few inches on that substitution.
Vetical at 6 foot. And Simatovic at 6'7", so they lost 7 inches there on the inside. As here's right away, getting it inside to Ty Schumacher, and he puts up the layup. No good, but he's going to be fouled by Jalen Lewis. They're doing the right thing by attacking the middle, Coach.
For sure.
So Ty Schumacher's at the line. Ty Schumacher, an 88.3% free throw shooter. The first one's up away, and he makes it count. Of course, Ty Schumacher was our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week a couple of weeks ago. Had a chance to sit down and talk with him. He was very happy with his season thus far, winning 19 games up to that point, but he was not satisfied, and he says that this Blue Jay team is so hungry, Coach.
Oh, they are. I mean, they're like I say, fun to watch, and they just got so many weapons.
Schumacher missed his second free throw as the Bearcats come up with the rebound. This is number 3, Braden Reif with the ball. Now he kicks it over to Jalen Lewis. Lewis picks up his dribble. Top of the key at the volleyball line. Ty Schumacher all over him. Now he kicks it back over to Braden Reif. Back to Jalen Lewis. Lewis with the ball now kicks it over. This is Braden Reif in the corner. Reif back up to Goodrich. Merrick Barton. Barton back to Lewis. Jalen pops it from the left elbow. No good. Rebounded by Wyatt Stowe, and here come the Blue Jays. He just checked in not too long ago. Now over to Aldrich Harper, who just checked in. Ty Schumacher in the far corner. Back over across court to Kelson Jordan. Now Kelson's going to drive baseline.
Nice
Dump
pass.
off pass to Eric Materna, who then unfortunately missed the layup. Rebounded Ty Schumacher, though. They get another chance. As here's Aldrich Harper back up to Eric Materna, who then hands off to Ty Schumacher. Gets it to Kelson Jordan. Here's his first 3 on the way. Wow. Splash. Big time 3 from Kelson Jordan as he makes it count. Another 3 to add to the list. As it's 13-4, the Blue Jays are pulling away here. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. This is Braden Reif with the ball. Reif Wyatt Stowe on him. Now he's trapped in the corner. Somehow gets rid of it over to Austin Goodrich, who then gets it to Jalen Lewis. Driving inside, puts up the layup over Kelson Jordan. No good. A rebound at Ty Schumacher. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Schumacher over to Kelson Jordan. Fakes the three. Driving inside. Now back out to Eric Materna to the corner. Aldrich Harper. Three on the way. No good. Rebounded Wyatt Stowe, though. And Wyatt Stowe gets the put back. No, he couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Merrick Barton. And the Bearcats have it here. They'll hold it for one shot, I assume. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. 13-4. Jalen Lewis crosses the timeline. Ty Schumacher on him. Kicks it almost stolen by Eric Materna. Saved, though, by Tyne Videckel. Now back over to Braden Reif. He's got 8 seconds, and then a reach-in foul's called on Wyatt Stowe. So sideline out of bounds play for the Wheeler Bearcats here with 7.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
The Bearcats need a good shot here to get a little momentum going into that second quarter.
They kick it back court to Braden Reif, who crosses the timeline, gets it to Jalen Lewis for the last shot. Top of the key, three on the way, and that's no good as the end of the first quarter sees the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays in command, 13-4. As today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Your thoughts on that first quarter, Coach?
Well, I think the Blue Jays did exactly what they needed to do. If there's one thing that they probably weren't real happy about is they had item for 5 turnovers, so that's one of the things I think probably Coach Cheatham says, we got a little anxious there at the beginning of the game, and they just settled down, and they really did a nice job, and now have a 9-point lead going into the second.
Yeah, 9-point lead. Of course, they were trading buckets there early on. Seems like that timeout call, maybe it helped them a little bit, but this late run, if you're the Bearcats, you're going to have to hold on a little bit here, play a little bit tougher, because you cannot let these Blue Jays get any daylight.
And you can't give them second and third opportunities as well, and they've done that a couple times. And, they've got to be able to handle that run and jump that Coach Cheatham's got going on right now, and they're getting some pretty good looks. They just aren't knocking them down, but I think a lot of that they're hurrying the shots because of that run and jump. But they can settle down, they can make a game of it. But if not, if they keep giving Blue Jays second opportunities, going to be a long night.
So the Blue Jays will start with the ball for the second quarter. It's Wyatt Stowe, Quinn Bales, Aldrich Harper, Cheyenne Allen, and Eric Materna. Top of the key, three from Quinn Bales is no good. Rebounded by Cheyenne Allen, and he gets the putback to go. Full court press still on from the Blue Jays as Braden Reif gets it over to Jalen Lewis. Lewis almost lost it back to Reif. Reif picks up his dribble. They're going to have to cross the timeline soon here as they do finally. It's number 11. That's Roger Blarney, or Roger Blaney. And he gets the shot to go on the inside somehow. So Aldrich Harper on the other end of the court now with the ball. Jalen Lewis on him for the Blue Jays. It's 15-6, the Blue Jays lead. Inside, this is Quinn Bales. Turnaround shot from the post, and he gets it to go. I think he saw a mouse in the house there, Coach. A good mismatch from him. He noticed it.
They're getting a lot of them opportunities. It seems like they're flashing through and just posting up and getting good feeds from the outside.
Braden Reif crosses the timeline with the ball. Now Eric Materna on him. Kelson Jordan, Ty Schumacher, and Connor Benson on the bench. Coach feels comfortable with that to start the second quarter, as those are the main 3 starters for this Blue Jay team. He's got Cheyenne Allen out there. And Eric Materna. Wyatt Stowe comes up with the steal. Oh, man, here comes Stowe all the way, coast to coast. Couldn't get the left-hand layup to go, but it was last touched by Braden Reif, and it goes out of bounds, so the Blue Jays will get another shot here.
Stowe did a nice job on that steal and just did everything really well there. Just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Sees Quinn Bales takes it out. Now he gets it to, that was just Cheyenne Allen, who then got it back to Bales and drove inside for a layup. No good, and then a fight for the rebound. Sees the
5'10" Stowe kind of tied up Simatovic. And it's looks like it's Bearcats.
So it's Bearcat ball. So I think everyone in the gym was a little. So it is Bearcat ball here, as the full court press is still on from the Blue Jays, and there's Cheyenne Allen almost stealing it. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, Bearcat ball. And this will be a sideline out of bounds play here for the Bearcats. They get it into Jalen Lewis. Here comes the trap. Lewis is moving now. He's going to have to get rid of it. Here comes the triple team. Now they get it over to Braden Reif, who then kicks it up to number 31. This is Merrick Barton into the corner. Number 11 for 3. That was Roger Blaney. No good rebound. Simitovich on the inside. Couldn't get his put back to go. And with help of Quinn Bales, Aldrich Harper comes up with the rebound, and he overthrew it to Cheyenne Allen. And it sails out of bounds. Cheyenne smiling a little bit, as that'll be another turnover for the Blue Jays. We see a couple of substitutions here for the Bearcats. We see number 15, Nicholas Scott, check in, and also Austin Goodrich check back in for the Bearcats. So Goodrich is going to, oh no, he threw it away. Stolen by Eric Materna, dumps off to Cheyenne Allen. Couldn't get the layup to go, but Cheyenne's going to go to the line for 2 as he was fouled. We thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Cheyenne Allen at the line, makes the first of 2 to go through. Cheyenne Allen, a 55% free throw shooter. We say hello to all of our friends at LVH1 for joining us tonight. For the listeners and viewers online, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI and LVH1 Broadcasting of LaVille High School. We so appreciate all the students as they put in a lot of work, and we are excited about this broadcast here, as this is Jalen Lewis with the ball after Cheyenne Allen made his second free throw. Braden Reif finds it into the corner. This is Austin Goodrich. Now over to Jalen Lewis on the other end. Drives inside. Blocked. Simitovich comes up with the rebound, and Kelson Jordan stole it from him. So here comes Jordan out across the timeline. He gets it inside to Quinn Bales. Turnaround left-handed shot, and he made it happen. 21-6. The Blue Jays lead with 5:30 to go here in the first half. Stolen back by Ty Schumacher. Dump off to Connor Benson. He puts up the layup, and he gets it to go. Timeout. Wheeler, they want to talk things over. His head coach, Byron Falstich, has seen enough. 23-6, Coach, and that's what the Blue Jays do.
Right. It's just, they get them like grapes. They get them in bunches, and that all starts with that defense. They did a great job. And the other part that you see, they're very, very unselfish. I mean, when they get the steal, it was a nice dump off. Right away, and got an easy look, and, just jump back into full court press again.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Stay tuned for our standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning halftime show. Myself, along with sports analyst Terry Minix, will break down the first half here in the nest of North Judson-San Pierre, as this is Game 1 of Sectional 34. A very exciting night, and for anyone that loves basketball in Indiana, it's a pretty big percentage of you. But, boy, this is just something special about the opening night.
Yeah, opening night, and like I said, the Blue Jay fans have come out in force, and it just gives the guys out there on the floor just they're excited to be playing.
So out of the timeout, the Bearcats have the ball, and it's going to be stolen by Cheyenne Allen. He's going to go for a slam dunk. Might as well. Cheyenne Allen putting on a show for the Blue Jay faithful, as that gets the fans on their feet, fist pump, and they like that one. Here's Braden Reif. Gets it inside to Drake Simitovich. Pulls it out to the corner. Back up to Reif. Now into the corner, back to number 5. This is Austin Goodrich for 3. No good. It hit the rim and went right back to him. He got his own rebound. Now into Simitovich. Back out to number 31. This is Merrick Barton for 3. Splash. Barton with a big-time shot there, and they needed that one. They were due. Ty Schumacher on the other end of the court. The Blue Jays moving fast. Back up to Quinn Bales. Top of the key. Big-time 3 from Quinn Bales, as the Blue Jays are pulling away here. 28-9, 4:25 to go in the first half. This is Braden Reif now with the ball to cross the timeline. He's going to find number 15. This is Nicholas Scott into the corner now to number 5, Austin Goodrich. Goodrich now back up top. This is Barton. Merrick Barton now back over to Drake Simitovich. Simitovich Now back up to number 5, Austin Goodrich, who then finds number 15, Nicholas Scott, back over to Goodrich, who then finds Reif. Braden Reif back up to Goodrich. Austin has Quinn Bales on him, back over. This is number 15, Nicholas Scott. Scott back to 31, Merrick Barton, who then gets it into the corner to Goodrich. Goodrich back to Barton. Inside to Simatovic, puts up the shot, no good with help from Cheyenne Allen, and the ball is last touched by a Bearcat. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Blue Jay ball, Coach.
Yeah, that was they did a nice job of being patient and got the look they wanted down low. He just couldn't finish.
So several substitutions for the Wheeler Bearcats. We see Jalen Lewis come back in, as well as number 21, Tyne Vetical. As here's Quinn Bales at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Connor Benson. Benson takes the pick from Jordan. Now back out to Kelson Jordan. Now inside. This is Quinn Bales. Bales, corner, Jordan, 3, no good. And it somehow comes up, falls into the hands of Connor Benson, who's driving inside, and he puts up a floater, and he gets it to go. 32-9. Connor Benson with a nice little floater. As this is Jalen Lewis for the Wheeler Bearcats to bring it across the timeline. Dribbling between his legs. Ty Schumacher on him. Kicks it over to number 31. This is Merrick Barton in the far corner. Back up top. This is number 21, Tyne Vitikel. Now back up. This is in the corner. Goodrich for a up and under. No good. Reverse layup. Rebounded Quinn Bales. It was a nice move, but no. As here comes Bales pushing it forward. Kelson Jordan to the corner. Driving inside is Cheyenne Allen. Puts up the shot, and he gets it to go off the miss. Off the miss, he somehow batted it up in the air for a second chance opportunity, and it goes through. 32-9.
I think this is kind of what we were expecting. I mean, they just are they're playing so well right now.
It took that first quarter, most of it. As here in the far corner is Merrick Barton for 3, no good. Rebounded inside by number 21, Tyne Vetikel, no good from him. The D is all over everybody right now. The Blue Jays are in the building, folks. This is Austin Goodrich back over to Jalen Lewis. Lewis picks up his dribble with Ty Schumacher on him. Kicks it back over to Roger Blaney. Now Blaney kicks it over to number 21. Now inside to Jalen Lewis. Back out to number 21, Tyne Vetikel. Tyne picks up his dribble back to Lewis. Here's Jalen dribbling between his legs. Ty Schumacher on him. He's driving left. Kicks it over to number 11, Roger Blaney, who then gets it into the corner. Now inside. This is number 31. Merrick Barton puts up a turnaround shot from the post. No good. Rebounded Cheyenne Allen, who then gets it up to Kelson Jordan. Back out to the corner for 3 from Ty Schumacher. Splash. Hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Tickled the twine. It looked like a drop of water. 35-9 as here's Jalen Lewis on the other end of the floor. Crossing over. Ty Schumacher still on him, though. Schumacher did not fall back at all. He was all over Jalen. Now back over to number 11. This is Roger Blaney. Kelson Jordan on him. Back up top, this is Austin Goodrich. Goodrich into the far corner. This is Merrick Barton. Barton back up to number 11, Roger Blaney. Blaney into the corner. This is number 21, Tyne Vetikel. And then Tyne's going to throw it away. He thought Jalen was a little bit higher on that wing, but no, he was more in the corner as it's a thrown away ball. Turnover for the Wheeler Bearcats. The Blue Jays will take over.
I tell you, it's kind of fun to watch Coach Cheesem right now. He seems pretty relaxed. He stood up a few times. He sits down.
He's sitting on the fourth seat in.
He just you can tell he's very relaxed because the guys are doing exactly what he wanted them to do.
Several substitutions here for the Blue Jays as Eric Materna drives in. He gets blocked by Drake Simatovic. As here comes Braden Reif to bring it across the timeline. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Reif, Cheyenne Allen on him, puts up the layup, and he got around Cheyenne Allen, turned the corner, and put up a left-handed layup on the right-hand side of the bucket. That is tough to do. As it's 35-11, Cheyenne Allen is going to dribble this up top of the key just past the timeline. As there's 15 seconds to go, this is going to be the last shot for the Blue Jays. Here's the drawn play. They get it to Connor Benson. Benson driving to the right side all the way to the hole, puts up the layup, and he gets it to go. And one. Thank you very much. As Connor Benson made it look easy on that one, Coach.
Yeah, that was a nice take. I'm not even sure if that's what the play was, but he saw the opening and went right to it and did a real nice job and going to get the old-fashioned and one.
Connor Benson, a 52.9% free throw shooter, gets the and one free throw to count as he gets the old three-point play. So full court press from the Blue Jays. 6.3 seconds to go in the first half. The Bearcats get it to Braden Reif, who crosses the timeline into Drake Simitovich. Stolen by Connor Benson. 1 second to go. Shoots a full court shot. No good, as that will be the end of the first half. 38-11. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead in this one over the Wheeler Bearcats. We are going to take a break and come back for our standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning halftime show. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, I am Mitch Columbi. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
38-11 here in Sectional 34, Game 1 between the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and the Wheeler Bearcats. The Blue Jays are in complete command. Coach, your overall opinion on that first half?
Well, I tell you, there was two things that really impressed me in that first half, and one was how well the Blue Jays shared the basketball. I mean, they shared the basketball off of steals, full court. They had 6 different guys in the scoring column. They just did an amazing job. But probably the biggest thing that I felt was the biggest difference was their defense. I mean, they were swarming, I guess like Blue Jays that are hungry, because they were all over the place. The run and jump they're running is great. I mean, Coach Cheesham's got to be extremely happy. After the first quarter, I think they had 2 turnovers. All in all, I mean, they pretty much, since probably 4 minutes into the game, have played a pretty flawless game.
And I think that timeout from head coach Kent Cheesham, whatever he said in that huddle, got them to click things up, to turn them on, to get them going, so that they could come out and do what you just said.
Well, actually, that timeout was by Wheeler.
Well, we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them because it helped them.
But it helped them.
Yeah.
But it was on Coach Falstich did call that timeout because the Blue Jays still have all their timeouts. But no, whatever he said was good. But I'm just the defense. I mean, I know Coach Edison's down here watching them, and from LaVille, and he's probably writing a lot of things down because the things I said early was. They've got so many weapons. I mean, they can go inside. They can go outside. I think every one of them can shoot threes. They're very unselfish. Their defense, I don't know what he's writing down for defense, but he's probably putting down, oh, boy, we're in trouble, type thing because they really, really look good tonight. I'm telling you, we've seen them a few times this year, and they just look they look amazing, like they're playing their best ball like you want them to do come tournament time.
Well, a lot of exciting action coming our way as the second half is just about 5 minutes away. We're going to step away and take a break as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. Hey, if you're uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Second half boys basketball sectional action coming your way from the Nest in North Judson, Indiana. I'm Mitch Columbia along with Terry Minix. You're not going to want to miss this. Blue Jays 38, Bearcats 11.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbia on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, we are preparing for second half boys basketball sectional opening round action from Sectional 34 here at North Judson-San Pierre High School. I am Mitch Columbia. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. With us tonight is our sports analyst who needs no introduction, Coach Terry Minix. Coach.
I tell you what, we're seeing exactly what we thought we'd see. I mean, for sure. This has just been, like I say, after that first 3-4 minutes, the Blue Jays, they show you why they're 20-3 on the season, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody in this sectional.
Well, one thing that scares me is those three that come off the bench. It's almost like there was no substitutions, Coach.
The nice thing, like I say, they're very, very unselfish, and they play together well. That says a lot for, Coach Cheatham. I mean, he's got them, humming right now and doing exactly what they need to do.
Well, we're 20 seconds away as both teams are back out on the floor. We are ready for second half action. It looks like both teams are going to stick with the same starting five that we had to start the ball game, as the Blue Jays will have the ball to start the second half here. It's Quentin Bales on the sideline here. As we are underway here for the third quarter, they get it back to Connor Benson with Braden Reif on him, and Benson's going to cross the timeline here with fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Kelson Jordan, top of the key, kicks it over to Ty Schumacher. Schumacher back up to Quinn Bales. Open three from him on the way. No good. Beautiful drawn-up play, though. Rebounded by Drake Simitovich.
Got the look they wanted.
As here's Braden Reif bringing it across the timeline. 38-11. The Bearcats have a lot of work to do. Here's Jalen Lewis driving baseline. He's trapped in the corner and almost lost it. There was Cheyenne Allen on the steal almost. It goes out of bounds. The Bearcats will keep possession here.
Don't look like the Blue Jays have let up on any of that defense that they had in that first half.
Inside to Drake Simitovich.
Nice move.
Wow, nice move on the inside, as that's his first points of the ball game, as he had a nice little post move on the inside. Quinn Bales up at the top of the key, kicks it over to Ty Schumacher, and there it is.
Splash.
You better believe it. Big time three from Ty Schumacher, 41-13 now, as here comes Braden Reif. Behind his back to Drake Simitovich, and Simitovich had to run it down to save it in the far corner. He's got Cheyenne Allen all over him. Back up to Jalen Lewis, who's got Ty Schumacher on him. Here's Jalen Lewis. Back over to the corner. This is number 31, Merrick Barton, who then dumps off to Drake Simitovich. Back-to-back plays for Simitovich. Sees a couple of 4 points now in a row from him. Here's Connor Benson kicking it forward to Ty Schumacher, who then finds Quinn Bales. Back over to, this is Connor Benson. Benson dump off, nice play. Took the pick from Kelson Jordan, and Kelson got blocked down low. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here, though.
That was a nice back cut by Kelson. He got a good look and tried to go to the opposite side, but they had two Bearcats there. Oh, nice pass.
Oh, inside. Wow. I missed it because I was looking at you, Coach.
It
was Cheyenne Allen driving baseline.
I think he said, look here, oh, I'm gone.
Yeah, that's probably what he said. Look here, oh, I'm gone. Too slow.
Yep.
As here's Braden Reif getting it over to Jalen Lewis. Now over to number 31, Merrick Barton. Barton back up top. This is Goodrich. Austin Goodrich with the ball. Quinn Bales on him. Back over to Drake Simitovich. Simitovich back over to Braden Reif, who then gets it inside to number 31, Merrick Barton. Cross court to the corner. Jalen Lewis from inside the left elbow. 13 feet, no good. Rebounded Drake Simitovich. Ooh. Put back up. Blocked by Kelson Jordan. Rebounded. Oh, here comes Cheyenne Allen on a fast break opportunity. Over to Ty Schumacher, and it was almost stolen. It goes out of bounds. It will stay here as it's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket.
Hey, I want a quick shout-out to my coach in college. He was my guard coach. Arden Ballmer's here tonight, sitting up here by us.
Wow, what an honor, Coach. He found you.
Yeah.
He had no problem getting up here to the top.
Oh, that's nice. Here we go.
Cheyenne Allen again on the inside. Gets a nice two-point conversion. Is here on the other end of the floor, the Wheeler Bearcats. It's 45-15. As this is Drake Simitovich. Kelson Jordan all over him. Finds number 5, Austin Goodrich. Goodrich over to Jalen Lewis. Far corner. Jalen picks up his dribble. Now he's looking for help. Kicks it over to number 31. This is Merrick Barton. Barton back over to Braden Reif. Reif back to Barton. Top of the key. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded by Bales, and here comes Quinn Bales up to Kelson Jordan. Thought about a 3, but no. Now he's driving around, going inside, puts up the layup. No good. Rebounded by Merrick Barton, and here come the Bearcats.
I think he can get by Simitovich anytime he wants. He's just too fast for him.
Yep. As this is Braden Reif. Kicks it over to number 5, Austin Goodrich, who gets it back to Reif. Braden dribbling between his legs, kicks it back over to the corner. Austin Goodrich inside to Drake Simitovich, puts it up. The D was there. Another block from Kelson Jordan. And here comes Cheyenne Allen. Tried to get it over to Ty Schumacher, and it's going to be stolen again by Merrick Barton. Oh, stolen back by Ty Schumacher. Now there's a foul on the floor.
Well, I think you could see kind of the focus for the Bearcats coming out here, Coach Falstich, was get the ball inside to Simitovich. He's taken 7 shots. He's had a couple of them blocked, but he's taken 7 shots in the the first 3.5 minutes here.
Right. So we'll see Eric Materna and Josiah McDaniel for the first time tonight. Both of them checking in. Connor Benson and Cheyenne Allen checking out. As you weren't kidding, Coach, look across the way in the far corner. You see Michael Edison, head coach of the LaVille Lancers. He's here watching these Blue Jays. As driving inside was a miss from the Bearcats, rebounded by the Blue Jays, and here comes Ty Schumacher dribbling between his legs. Now he picks up his dribble, back up top to Quinn Bales, cross court over to Josiah McDaniel. McDaniel with the ball, crosses over Simitovich, back out to Kelson Jordan, fakes the 3, drives inside, pops it from 15, top of the key, right at the free throw line. Kelson Jordan, you better book it. 47-15, 3:55 to go here in the third. It's Braden Reif kicking it forward to Merrick Barton. Barton back to Reif. Reif with Bales on him. Here comes the double team. Back over to Barton. Barton tried to get it inside. Stolen. Here comes Ty Schumacher. Schumacher on Lewis. Drives inside. Puts up the layup, and he gets it to go. And guess who was there for the help just in case? Eric Materna.
They're running, kicking on all cylinders right now, Mitch.
49-15, the Blue Jays lead as they tried to get it inside to Simitovich, where the Bearcats almost stolen again by Kelson Jordan. Goes out of bounds. It will be Bearcat ball here.
I think the next basket, we're going to have a running clock.
I wouldn't have known. I don't know math.
I didn't even bring that up.
Bearcats get it into Simitovich, turn around from the post, couldn't get it to go, puts it up again, and he gets that one to go as he's just that big on Kelson Jordan. Here comes Josiah McDaniel across the timeline, hands off to Ty Schumacher, pops a 3, extended wing, splash, big time 3 from Ty Schumacher. He's putting on a show.
That's his 4th of the night.
And now we're in a running clock.
You did well there. That's 35.
Tried to get it inside to Simitovich. Now he hits the deck, and a timeout called by Byron Falstich. He wants to talk things over. That was a smart timeout call by him.
That was good hustle by the big guy down there. Drake did a nice job of getting on the floor. And as a coach, you love seeing anybody getting on the floor, but when you're 6'6", 6'7", 290-pound guy gets on the floor, that means he doesn't want to, lose. He wants to get back in this game.
Well, while him and Kelson Jordan are the same height, just him having that extra thickness on his body, you can tell how Kelson's really trying to swat at him a little bit more than he would have if he was just maybe the same size.
Well, and you got to go further out to get him because he's so wide. His shoulders are so wide, and like I say,
just turn.
This half, they have made it a point to pound the ball inside, and they're thinking that's their best chance. Obviously, the shots weren't falling for them in the first half, and they've done a better job of getting some shots off just because they're getting it inside to him.
So, sideline out of bounds play. Right in front of their own bench are the Wheeler Bearcats. Austin Goodrich to take it out for them. He kicks it up to Roger Blaney. Blaney now finds Jalen Lewis. Aldrich Harper on him, kicks it over to number 31. This is Merrick Barton. Barton back over to Roger Blaney. He pops a 3 extended wing, and he gets it to go. Roger Blaney makes something happen here. 52-20. As here comes Quinn Bales across the timeline. Hands off to Eric Materna. Materna back up to Aldrich Harper. He's at the volleyball line. Aldrich dribbling, kicks it over to Eric Materna, almost lost it. Materna saves it, now back over to Harper. Fakes a 3, driving inside, puts up a floater, no good, but he's going to go to the line. So it was a nice job by Aldrich Harper.
It's on Roger Blaney. That's his first.
As the stats Kent Cheesham shared with me today, Aldrich Harper's only shot 3 free throws all year long. 4 free throw. That was his 5th free throw of the year just now, and he sank it. As he is 33.3% behind the line. Here's his second one up away, and he makes that one count, so the percentage just skyrocketed up there. as it's Jalen Lewis to bring it across the timeline. Lewis driving inside, kicks it off. This is Roger Blaney now into the corner. Number 21, Tyne Vetical. Cross-court pass, dangerous, but it gets there. Austin Goodrich for three on the way. No good, almost rebounded by Simatovic, but it skips out of his hands right back to Goodrich, who then gets it over to Jalen Lewis. Lewis back over to Roger Blaney. Josiah McDaniel on him. Good minutes for Josiah here in this one, as this is kicked over to Jalen Lewis. Back up top to Austin Goodrich. Kicks it back over to Roger Blaney for three again on the way. No good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Blue Jay ball. 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. It's 54-20.
You know, the nice thing for the Blue Jays, you know, they definitely aren't going to get tired because they're getting everybody's going to get a chance to play, it looks like, tonight. With this running clock, he's going to get as many guys in as he can and not get anybody hurt.
Get that experience in, too.
Experience good.
So is Wyatt Stowe back up top to Aldrich Harper here. Harper fakes the pass. Over to Wyatt Stowe now. Stowe driving inside, back to the corner. Now back up to Aldrich Harper. Harper over to Josiah McDaniel. This is Lucas Burkett. He just checked in a moment ago. Lucas Burkett with the ball, back over to Wyatt Stowe, who then finds Eric Materna. Materna back over to Aldrich Harper. Harper over to Burkett. Little weave option up top, just letting that time tick away for the Blue Jays as Burkett kicks it over to Eric Materna. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 54-20. The Blue Jays in command. Materna. Drake Simatovic all the way out there, Coach, on Eric Materna. Hands off to Josiah McDaniel.
Yeah, I don't think Simatovic wouldn't be out there.
I don't think so either.
See, I saw Coach Falstich waving him out.
Yeah,
come on out there. And he's going, no.
I don't want to be out there. Stowe hands off to Josiah McDaniel. The Blue Jays are going to try to get one shot here to end the quarter, as it's McDaniel takes the pick from Burkett. Now spins around. Wow, he got out of that one. Puts up a floater from 8 feet. No good. Fight for the rebound is on. Put back, no good again. And rebound, Drake Simatovic. Kicks it over to number 21. This is Tyne Vetical. And that'll be the end of the third quarter as he got it over to, I believe, Roger Blaney, number 11. And Blaney threw it three-quarter court, and it hit right back of the iron.
Back of the iron.
Just a half inch to the right. Who knows? As that's the end of the third quarter. Time's flying here. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Well, I guess not much to say, Coach. Just keep things rolling.
And they did. And, I mean, you knew they had a good thing going there. You know, at halftime, I'm sure Coach Cheatham didn't even want the halftime to come. He just wanted to just stay out there. It kept him going. And, you know, he had his boys back out here at the 5-minute mark, out ready to go. And they haven't slowed down since.
Well, we do want to give another shout-out to our LVH1 broadcasting crew tonight, and a lot of students are here on hand from LaVille High School as they will be broadcasting the Sectional 34 here at North Judson-San Pierre. We appreciate all the high school students as well as Mr. Matt Florian as they do a fantastic job, and we sure do appreciate them letting us hop on the broadcast. We're going to step away, though, for the second game and let them have the listenership for their LaVille game and then the next game here, but we sure do appreciate them letting us join them. As here to start the fourth quarter is number 5, Austin Goodrich, at the top of the key from the free throw line, and he makes it count as it's now 54-22, kicking it over to Wyatt Stowe, who then gets it back over to number 20. This is Cole Wilcox, back over to number 33, Sam Hollum. So the Blue Jays did a full-on substitution here, Coach.
Yeah, everybody that was dressed for the Blue Jays has played in this game tonight.
What a wonderful thing that must feel like. As this is Wyatt Stowe handing it off to number 23, Lucas Burkett. Thought about a three, but right before that there was a whistle on the floor.
On Reif. That's his second.
Braden Reif, his second of the night, as Coach just mentioned, is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Blue Jays. I'm going to have to learn the new names, Coach. This is Sam Hollum. Now back over to Josiah McDaniel in the corner. Back up top to number 23, Lucas Burkett. Burkett now with the ball. Kicks it over to Cole Wilcox. Wilcox back over to 33, Sam Hollum. Sam driving inside, kicks it out. Josiah McDaniel He drives inside. Dump off to Cole Wilcox, but it's going to be stolen by Austin Goodrich, and here come the Bearcats. Braden Reif to bring it across the timeline. Kicks it up to Jalen Lewis. Lewis dribbling between his legs. Almost lost it, but keeps it alive. Lewis pops it from 18 in the wing. No good. And over
the back.
Yep, over the back called.
Tyne.
On Tyne Vetical.
It's his first, team third.
So the Blue Jays have the ball here. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It is a running clock, as that's partly the reason this second half has gone as fast as it has. Josiah McDaniel brings it across the timeline. He pulls it back out with Jalen Lewis on him. Kicks it over to Cole Wilcox, right in front of the Blue Jays bench. Picks up his dribble. Wilcox looking for help now. Kicks it over to Josiah McDaniel, top of the key. Fakes left, tries to get it inside to Wyatt Stowe. He does. Stowe back to Josiah McDaniel. Thought about a three, but no. Into the corner to Wilcox. Now inside to number 33. That was intended for Sam Holland, but it's stolen by the Bearcats. Here comes Jalen Lewis, coast to coast. Puts up the layup. No good. Rebounded Wyatt Stowe. And the Blue Jays come up with it. 54-22. 5:20 to go here in the ball game. Oh, nice dump-off pass. This is Sam Holland. Puts it up over Drake Simitovich, but no, rebounded Simitovich, and the Bearcats come up with it. Braden Reif now to bring it across the timeline. Kicks it forward to Jalen Lewis. Lewis then finds number 21. Oh, and I missed the play. I was looking down at my score sheet.
Drake Simitovich, and he's got fouled and going to the line.
So Simitovich
got the basket.
Oh, he got the and one. So Drake Simitovich will get to go to the line for a three-point play here, as the Bearcats haven't been to the line very much. Simitovich is a 38% free throw shooter. We'll see what he can make happen here. He's listed at 6'7", but Kent Cheatham and I both believe he may be 6'8". Of course, 1 inch isn't much difference. He gets the three-point play to go, as it's now 54-25, under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. This is the opening round of Sectional 34 here in North Judson-San Pierre High School. Mitch Columbi, along with sports analyst Terry Minix, we're so glad you're with us. Wyatt Stowe nice driving move. Baseline, and he gets the layup to go, and the and one as well. Thank you very much, he says. Wyatt Stowe to go to the line for an old traditional three-point play. Wyatt Stowe, a 64.7% free throw shooter. There at the beginning of this year, Wyatt Stowe was their starting point guard. And as time went on, it transitioned over to Connor Benson. But, boy, you watch Wyatt Stowe out there, and you couldn't tell a difference. He is handling that very well as he makes the three-point play count. As here comes Braden Reif and the Wheeler Bearcats. Top of the key, number 21, Tyne Vetical, over to number 31. This is Merrick Barton, back over to Jalen Lewis. Jalen dribbling between his legs. Sam Hollum on him. Cross court to the corner. Braden Reif, three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Cole Wilcox, and he gets it to Josiah McDaniel, who's going to cross the timeline now. Dribbling between his legs. Josiah McDaniel driving inside. Far corner. Sam Hollum fakes the pass. Driving around. Baseline. Dumps off to Josiah McDaniel. Back up top to Wyatt Stowe. He's going to pop a three. Top of the key. No good. Fight for the rebounds on. Josiah McDaniel was there, and the Blue Jays are going to come up with it for a second chance opportunity. Back over to number 23. This is Lucas Burkett, who then gets it over to Sam Hollum. Hollum with the ball back up top. Josiah McDaniel. He's at the volleyball line. McDaniel dribbling between his legs back over to Hollum. Sam with the ball. Dribbles between his legs. Now he's driving left. Kicks it over to Josiah McDaniel, who's going to pop a three, top of the key. No good. A little too hard off the back iron. It looked good, though, and rebounded by the Bearcats. Number 21, Tyne Vetical, who then gets it over to Braden Reif to bring it across the timeline. 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. It's all Blue Jays, 57-25, as there's a foul on the floor.
Josiah McDaniels.
Yep. So it's on Josiah.
I like it. Don't matter who the Blue Jays are putting in. They're still playing hard, still playing defense, and getting, like you said, getting some good experience. And, giving the rest of the players a lot of rest.
Well, that too. one thing I've always thought, when it's a competitive team like this, you got to be careful with those types of teams' benches because they go up against those starters every day in practice, so they're just as well versed as the next guy. As this is a far corner three from the Bearcats, no good. They come up with the rebound, but then it's stolen by Josiah McDaniel, and here comes Josiah, coast to coast, puts up the left-hand layup, no good. Rebounded by number 15. That was Nicholas Scott. Here comes number 31. This is Merrick Barton. And he gets the layup to go, making it a 30-point ball game with 2 minutes to go here in the game. So Josiah McDaniel hands off to Cole Wilcox. Wilcox drives around his defender, goes inside, puts up the layup, no good. Rebound to Wyatt Stowe. Stowe fakes the shot, puts up again, no good, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line.
Merrick Barton, his second.
So with 1:42 stopped on the clock here for the free throws, Stowe's first free throw is up, away, and no good. We'll see a couple of substitutions from the Wheeler Bearcats. We'll see Braden Reif check out, and number 31, Merrick Barton, check out. Number 33, John Copen, is checking in, and number 21, number 15, Tyne Vetical, excuse me. I can't figure it out. As this is number 11, Roger Blaney, kicking it over to number 15, Nicholas Scott. Driving inside is number 13, Carter Blaine. That's who just checked in. Blaine back up top to number 11. This is Roger Blaney. Right. And he gets another three to go at the top of the key. He can shoot the ball, as he hit one a little bit earlier as well. That makes the score 57-30 here. Blue Jays in command. 1 minute to go here in the ball game, as the Blue Jays are definitely moving forward. Definitely moving forward. I don't want to say it's impossible, Coach, but it's impossible.
It's impossible.
So Cole Wilcox with the ball, gets it to Josiah McDaniel, fakes the three, driving around, baseline, passes to the far corner. Sam Hollum, now he drives inside, puts up the layup, no good,
nice
gets his own rebound. Now he puts it back, and he gets it to go. Sam Hollum, under a minute here, 59-30. Big three from number 15 on the other end of the floor. That was Nicholas Scott, no good, and Sam Hollum's going to come up with it. And I think the Blue Jays are just going to hold this one out, Coach.
Yeah, I think they're going to dribble it around unless the Bearcats happen to foul.
So Hollum is going to get it over to Wyatt Stowe. Stowe with the ball, dribbling between his legs. Back over to Josiah McDaniel. Under 10 seconds, as that will be the end of the ball game. 59-30 is the final here in the nest of North Judson-San Pierre, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are going to move on and face the South Central Satellites this coming Friday night, and we will be here for it. 59-30 is the final tonight. As we remind you, Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. We are going to step away and come back for our Collins Insurance postgame show. For Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years' experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
Well, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays prevail in the opening game here of Sectional 34 as they hosted the first game of Sectionals. Coach, your overall opinion on the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays cruising through. This is their 11th win in a row, Coach.
Well, I tell you, it's just one of them that I said earlier, just taking care of business. And, they had a little slow start. I say slow, maybe 2 minutes, and then figured out, okay, we'll kick her in and get things going. But, they did everything, I thought everything right tonight. They shared the ball. They got everybody in the game. They had virtually everybody score. It was just –
it was fun.
It was a good game, and watching Coach Cheesem over there, probably as relaxed as he's been coaching a game in a while. He'd stand for a little while because I think he felt like he's supposed to stand. I'm supposed to stand, so I'm going to stand.
I got to look like I'm in charge.
Yeah. But he was sitting down, and he was very relaxed. And this, I'm sure they're all going to come out and watch this next game because, both these teams are pretty decent teams, Hebron and LaVille. So they're going to have to get a game plan together and. If they keep playing defense like that, though, Mitch, I can't see anybody even come close to them.
It'll be tough. It's going to be tough. And, you mentioned him being Coach Cheesem being so cool on the sideline. It almost reminded me of Phil Jackson late in his career where he almost called the whole offense sitting down. And you just always felt like that. That's the kind of coach I want to be. Just sitting back, relaxed, nothing bothers me. Yep. It just seemed like he was happy.
He was. Everything was going right. Like I say, the kids come out at halftime. 5 minutes to go at halftime, and they're back out here ready to shoot again. It reminded me a lot of. I always said Jack Edison, who will be helping Coach Mike Edison here in the second game. And I always said to Coach Edison, I want to get to the day where I can do like you, Coach, is sit on the bench, have my legs crossed, and just kind of just watch my team perform. Well, honestly, I never got to that day. But it's just fun to watch guys like that are very, Coach Cheesem has got a lot of wins, and he's a great coach. And Coach Jack Edison, I don't think you got to say more. He's a Hall of Famer and just unbelievable. So, but it was fun watching Coach Cheesem.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI, Sports Director Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
All right, Coach, you've had time to think it over. What is our Stark County Co-op play of the game tonight?
Well, I tell you, they had, for the Blue Jays, they had a lot of plays of the game, but I guess one that kind of stood out for me was, in the second quarter with 6 minutes or so left in the game, and Cheyenne Allen stole the ball, went down for the slam, and put it down, and it was just they never looked back. They were in kind of control the whole game for the most part, but that's just one of them that got it was just typical Blue Jay basketball and typical Cheyenne Allen, and that's the reason he's got the play of the game.
It was nice to see him flush it home, as you could tell he wanted that one right after the steal, and I think he took maybe 1-2 dribbles and then just put that 1 foot down, planted it, and made it happen as Cheyenne Allen created our Stark County Co-op play of the game. with that marvelous slam dunk. Hey, we're going to take a break and come back for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. This is the Collins Insurance Postgame Show. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
All right, before we get to our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, we have head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Kent Cheesem. Coach, it looked like the start of the first quarter was just kind of feeling each other out. Wheeler had called a timeout, and we had said that played into your benefit because after that timeout, it just seemed like things were clicking.
Yeah, it just took us a second to get settled in. And, it doesn't matter how many times you played in the sectional. And, you get in a game and, you're kind of the favorite. You want to get it over with and not mess it up. And we're a little out of sorts, made some turnovers early. And but we were a lot better after that timeout.
I tell you, the 2 things that stuck out for me, Coach, was how well you guys shared the basketball tonight. You did such a nice job moving without the ball, and they shared it very unselfish.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we've done all year. I thought the ball popped a little bit tonight. It moved from player to player, and we got good movement in the half court. And it did the same thing in transition as well. And, our kids really like, playing with each other. I mean, they just – there's something about it, and we always talk about we want to be a team that is its sum is greater than its parts. We want to be able to work together and be better than we are as individuals. And for the most part, in most of our games, we've been that way.
And the second thing I had was how well you guys played defense. Your run and jump, your double teaming was great tonight. I mean, I know you probably say it's been great the last 11 games,
no.
But I mean, I was very impressed with you guys tonight.
I was happy because, we didn't give up stuff on the back end. We rotated pretty well out of it, not perfectly, but not too bad. So, yeah, I think it caused them some problems and got us out running a little bit.
What was your message to the boys in the locker room at the end of the game there?
Well, just, way to take care of business. I mean, it's just one. I mean, it's kind of funny. I walked into the locker room and it was silent. we weren't celebrating. And,
no,
you can't right now. Good. I mean, that's it's a 3-game week hopefully. So we got another tough game on Friday.
What do you know about the South Central Satellites?
They really push the ball. I mean, they're really quick. They drive it hard. They got a bunch of guys that can hit threes. They can be a little bit scary. I mean, because I think their best game is pretty good. So, it'd be a different type of challenge. Tonight they had a 6'8", 295-pounder in there. they don't have anybody like that, but they got some other pieces that we'll have to work on the next couple days in practice.
Well, I think the Satellites, they got a couple freshmen that are pretty good. I mean, and they can shoot the basketball, and the bad part about freshmen is they don't know they're not supposed to win. So,
Coach, I'm coming in here. They'll play their tails off. We fully expect a good game on Friday. They play hard. Every film, and I've been watching film on them. I've probably seen 7 or 8 games, and man, they play the same way every time. They get after it.
Well, Coach, congratulations on step 1, and we look forward to step 2 on Friday.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's head coach
job,
Kent
Coach.
Cheatham of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, as we're going to talk about our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of guys that kind of stood out, but I think the guy that was just the most consistent and did a great job, and he had 4 threes, and he was the overall top scorer tonight in this game, and that's Ty Schumacher. Like I say, he had 4 threes, had 17 points is what I had him for. That's unofficial. But Ty, like I say, these guys, they just have so many weapons.
Yeah.
I've said it so many times, but I don't know how you guard them. But Ty Schumacher is our Ashley Derrickson, the player of the game.
Well, it's exciting news that we have coming for us this Friday night, as we will be here for you as KVB Sports is back in action this coming Friday, as the South Central Satellites have been waiting for the winner in tonight's contest, as it is the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. We will be going live at 5 p.m. Central right here on 99.3 FM and WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every weekend for the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world at WKVI.com. Hey, don't forget about the replay every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media, on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you, Coach.
Well, I think it was exactly what the doctor ordered for the Blue Jays tonight. They did, took care of business, and, like Coach said, they want to be playing 3 games this week. And right now, I don't see how they can't play 3 games. And there's nothing, against Satellites on Friday night. But, man, these guys, when they play like that, they're going to be a tough out. But, you never know. But it's going to be a fun game come Friday night.
It's going to be a great game, as we will be here for you and ready to go as sectional basketball continues. We invite our listeners to hop on LVH1's broadcast here for the next game, as they will be broadcasting the LaVille Lancers and the Hebron Hawks. That's coming up here shortly. So you go to LVH1 Broadcasting. You can go to IHSAATV.org, type in LaVille High School, and you will pop that up, and they will be able to broadcast a fantastic they just do such a great job, and we appreciate them helping us hop on and allowing us to use their cameras. It made it feel like a professional broadcast, Coach.
It really does. I mean, like I say, I'm so impressed. I don't know many schools that, high schools that have that type of class or program, but it is very professional, and they do a great job. And I'm on obviously associated with Oregon Davis, but I would love to see something like that in our school, because they do a wonderful job all the way 5th grade all the way up.
Maybe you need an instructor for that class.
You know one?
From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.